got a better view of these big fans that somehow circulate air throughout the silo at the very bottom of the silo.
Fanny boys.
And we got these Mario tubes, other tubes. It really bothered me that it was so dirty and moist. Right. I see puddles, perhaps.
That's right.
And we talked about these
like
lamps here. There's this oil with this like dirt sticking on it. So you have this critical air infrastructure with moving parts and spinning parts with just dirt and grime and maybe even mold and gross growths all over the place. How sustainable is this?
I feel like the only time I've seen mechanical stuff be really dirty, grimy stuff like this is like the bottom of your car, where like regular people aren't doing maintenance. Anytime I've been in a laboratory, like keep that shit dialed in, keep it clean. Why? Because like I don't know what materials this is, but say it has any bit of iron in it, say it's a little bit ferrous. Well, now you have a layer of dirt separating the metal from air, which would then evaporate any moisture. Instead, you got dirt trapping the moisture. So then now you have iron plus moisture. This thing's going to rot. This thing's going to oxidize. It's going to rust. And so that's a problem because it's like the mechanisms of distributing air throughout the silo is right here. And so mechanical, these people are diligent. These people are thoughtful. They're like keeping this shit running. They would clean this up. This would be spick and span. Second level. So now you have this like dirt, you have this grime, but this is moisture. This is a breeding zone for bacteria and various fungus. Now say you have a fungus that spores, it sporulates. And now that sporulates right over these fans. That spore is being shot up into the silo. This is actually a health hazard. And I think mechanical, the very thoughtful, very careful people, they would have this dialed in. This would be clean.
And if it's not clean, they should, make sure the mayor or the sheriff's office or judicial knows about it, that it's a serious problem, and they should get the resources diverted down here because this is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Additionally, I've seen this now. These are fans, right? And so they push air either up or down. That depends on which way these blades are tilted. But either way, there's this mesh, this grid that protects things from falling in. But it only protects things from falling in if they're bigger than the holes. And so, like, say someone is like at the top of the silo, like dropping a pen, like drop a pen, it goes down in there, and now you got a pen inside these rotating blades. Like, that's mechanically a terrible idea. Why don't they just cover this? Cover it up, not seal it tight, but just put a little like umbrella on top of it, or even like a trash can lid so the air can go out the side. That would protect the top. So man, mechanical is not getting resources supplied to them from the up tops.
Now that you're saying this, actually, why are these fans even on the surface? Shouldn't they be down in a more convenient location underneath? So if something does come in, it doesn't damage these. It's protected down.
Heck, somewhere even do the piping
right
so that they come up on the wall where this lamp is. Can you like little circle? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, any of these. Make the fans come up sideways. And air will still distribute, but you've taken the risk of things falling into it down to near zero.
Near zero, that's right. And plus now it's horizontal, so somebody can work on it standing.
That's right.
If they need to maintain it. Whereas here, this central piece, like now stepping on blades, and then like, so now you have to be hanging. Ooh. And like, how do you maintain this?
How do you get in there when the pack says no pulleys? You can't like float above it, right? You just got to lean over the edge.
Now it's impossible to maintain. So a horizontal fan has many advantages here.
Although I guess these probably predate the pact. Maybe before the pact, you had like the cranery, the mechanisms to float someone over the top, and they can reach down into it. Either way, this should be like covered so that stuff doesn't fall in. You have it covered like a mushroom top, but then air can come out the side. Perfect.
And it should be clean.